Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Adam here. Today we're going to be continuing our journey through mini settlers. We finished the first two islands in our last session. So today we are going to be on to Iron Tracks Island, and it looks like we'll be harnessing the power of trains to conquer mountain passes and lay the groundwork for our first city. Sounds pretty cool. I love trains, so let's dive in and see how this goes. What do we got going on here? We got lots of stuff over here. What is all this? Huts. People want food. So let's go up here and let's see what we can build. Obviously, we're going to want some water first, but then we're going to be wanting some apple farms. Rotate that again. Lots of water. Build some roads. Let's build a road that goes up this way, coming down there, and then we'll get to that, and then let's build another road. Let's continue that road down there, and then let's see, we want farms. We need apple farm. What we need, oh, interesting. We're building on the wrong side of the mountain for where we need. How are we going to get this over? Interesting. Okay. Well, we will use that water for something else over there. So let's build apple farm, apple farm. Let's build a road that goes like that. And we want the road to connect here. And we want the road to connect here. Now I guess we need water again on the right side of the mountain. Let's see. Let's pause this while we're doing our thing here. So pause. We want water. Water there. Water there. Water there. And let's bring the road. Let's bring a road right down. There, there, there. And there. It gives us lots of road to connect in here and to utilize. Then if we were to come, how do we want to, so we're gonna probably want to do some trees. Love this game, but definitely there's lots of thought at the beginning for how you're gonna organize things. So I kind of want a storage place. We can't do storage yet because we need to increase our population. So can we? I'm curious, do we know where the train is going to be yet? Restaurant must be under here. 225. Okay, so I feel like we're going to have to do some building on this side before we get over there then. So let's go here, build our city center. Can I not? Oh yeah, okay, I can. Yeah, Plains House. So we want, oops, house. We're going to rotate that around. There. Let's see if we can get 10 houses. It's 9 houses. No, I don't think we want that. I think we will come over here. Let's close that. So we need to get the population up so that we can then build across to that other side. So let's go and build a road. Build the road. And let's build it around this side. And then let's build. Let's build it there. Then we'll start bringing it down here to all our resources. Let's start to see how that works. Oh, I guess we need to connect that in. That in there. We can probably give ourselves some options from this point. So I think we will have some different ways into that city area. So we got water flowing pretty well into the farm, and then we should start to, yeah, okay, so let's see, we're gonna need water over in the city as well as those apples. I don't have a ton of water on this side of the map is the only unfortunate thing. But that is giving us some population, so that is a good thing. Yeah, I know you need water. We'll get you your water. Starting to grow. How much do we need for the warehouse? We need to get to 100. That is a lot of people. This is working pretty well, though. Oh, I see we've got some more water down here. That's cool. So let's start prepping this area. We rotate. That should be helpful because then we can have water coming. Let's bring that out to there. Always feel like it's super important to figure out how you're going to get your resources moving early. So let's see, we've got 32 is our population. How are we going to, or where do we need? I guess we're going to need trees, and that's going to need the water. So we could do that initially here before going any farther. We can set up a, no, we need to get to 100 for that. So we just need more population. So we're at 32. We're going to need the rock there. Where do we want? I guess we could consider building, I don't like using green space for houses because it's important for the other things, but let's do that. So if we rotate that, how did we do it up here? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We always end up one short with that layout, but that's okay. I feel like we'll get there. So let's put the road in. Get everything connected. And then if we go up here, like we can go and connect the water this way. I feel like we're going to need some more farms then. So let's rotate that. There. Go with the 2 for now. That fits better, I think. Try to avoid wasting space. And then if we build another road from here out to here and then down to that should give us lots. It'll give us enough for all of these people, but it'll also give us some stuff we can take over afterwards to the other side. Feel like we probably, because I'm thinking we probably want some storage like over here, and then we can run the train across, go back and forth like that. So we can take stuff from storage here over to here, have a storage area, and then bring stuff back across. I feel like this should generate enough population though to get us going, and then now we're gonna have to move into the trees and the trees, the stone, and the furniture. I think, or are we not going to get enough out of this? Do we need even more people? Why do we need so many people? I mean, we could there's probably space for another house. No, not quite big enough. I'm curious if we go and we split like this. Yeah, max houses for that city center. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking. So we've got enough people. So let's pause this. And now it's all about this next set of resources. And the best way to potentially get that through. Yes, let's see. Let's see what we can do with the rock stone quarry. So this is going to need apples as well, so we'll have to think about that. So what is the best way? That's 83. It's 100%, 100%, 100%. Okay, 16. We don't need to do that then. That's not going to give us a lot. So you guys are going to need a road. I like having these main roads that feed in. So now, how do we want apples to get to that? So we've got the highway now. Could bring a highway right down the middle here. Let's see. So if we bring the highway like that, then if we connect this, yeah, okay, so let's go the smaller chunks for the road. And then if we bring this to there, and then down to there, and then if we were to bring, what would be the best way? So that would get us all of our, that gives a way for apples and water to move if need be over to the quarry area. But now we also need to build tools. So how best to get this? I feel like we probably want to use some of the space up here. No, I don't think we want that much space in between. Let's just try that, and then let's build that. So that gives us 4 tools. It's probably more than we need. Actually, let's go. Yeah, I guess we need to bring that road right through there. So if we bring that down that way. So that gives us tools, which we then need for furniture. So furniture, it's going to need wood, tools, and it's going to make that. So if we come over here, now if we wanted to make wood, so we have the forester and the lumber camp. So if we go like this, where do we want? I could feed into the highway pretty well from there, I feel. So space them out, and then we need to have foresters for trying to keep it all replenished. Do that. We do that. We do that. Let's see how that works. So we can take. One thing I don't like is I don't like covering up the resources. Let's see if we bring a road out like that. So that gets all of those connected. And then if we were to bring to there, so that gives those a way, I think, to be filled with water. And then we can take these guys and go up to there. So we can escape out of that. So the forest or the lumber areas are going to connect into the main. Yeah. So lumber will come onto the main road to get out here because we're going to have all our furniture stuff over this way. The water can come down this way to replenish the forests. So that's good. It gets it off of the main road, or like it uses a different road. Then, yeah, so then that has a way to get over here. So then we just need, theoretically, the furniture, factories, which could be on these nodes. So I want to give these away so they're not on the main path, but they've got an easy connection in. So then let's give one last bit of road over this way. So then we've got ways for the furniture to get back into the cities. That's a whole lot of stuff that we put in place. So let's see how that does. Speed it up a little bit. It's going to be a lot of things on the move. I feel like we might be a bit water constrained, but we'll see how the water moves around. Oh, yeah, apples too. Yeah, we really need some, everything needs apples. Feel like that apples are working at the moment from that lower area, but it might be useful later on to get another chunk of apples in place, but it's hard because it's like I would put the next set of apples in this open area here. Then it's like you have to come through the city to get over there. A little awkward. Maybe not bad. Because you could then, I guess if you connected that, it would give an easy way for the furniture in there as well. We need more water. Let's see, maybe it's actually not bad to connect that. Give that furniture an easy way out and try to minimize the traffic jam that is going to plague us. Yeah, we're always water starved. It's never enough water. Such a cool game though. I love the graphics. It's cool that it's one of those things where you want just enough graphics and the graphics are polished and cool. It's just not, they're simple in a certain way in terms of how they're displaying stuff, but it gives you everything you need and it does look really cool. How are we so up to 168? How far do we need to be to get trains? 225. Yeah, I want to village center. Let's see. Let's see what we can do over here. I am curious to see how this is going to work, but let's let's have a road going across here. So we're going to want to start getting those resources in a little bit, but let's bring these roads down onto the main one. These little huts are all over the place, aren't they? And then if we extend that this way, (202) is our population currently. We're going to go into that. Take this one and go this way. Let's bring that there. And then you can go, let's take you and connect you up to there. Then we can connect this across to, these are awkward the way they're positioned, but we'll see, we'll make it all work. Just going to be a little bit of a maze of roads. If we speed up and go there, these all want tools. They've got their water and the water doesn't do anything for them. They want tools. Everything here is in high demand. Settlement 225. So what have we, now we've unlocked, okay, so now we've got stuff. Let's pause again. So we can upgrade. We can upgrade to City Center 2. Is that what I'm seeing? And theoretically, you can even upgrade houses. Okay, so now we've got City Center 2. That's cool. What happens? What happens if, I guess, if we just bumped all of these? I don't know if there's any reason to not upgrade. Now they want barrels. Barrels of what? What are, let's see what we've got here in the buildings. Woodwork. No, it's just the restaurant. This is probably the restaurant tab. A juice maker takes apples and wood and makes juice. Apples and wood. And we're probably really starved for apples, aren't we? So what if we're already talking about doing this, so what if we came here, what if we make a new farm section like that, and then we can take the roads, we can take there and there, then we can take it over to there, to there. We'll probably take this there to So that will make us more apples. And then we're going to be wanting lumber. Let's build the juice maker first. So if we make a juice maker there, let's go with a couple juice makers to start. So if we bring you over to there, and then, actually I don't like that. Let's not do that. I never want to get things like too traffic jammed. I probably didn't move this high enough, did I? That's too short, and that's okay. Okay, we're gonna do it. We will do it. Not ideal, but we will make it work. If we go and we were to do another lumber camp, right there, and then we put a forester on the back of that. And then we do a road. Do a road. And then we do another road like that. Theoretically, that should start to make juice. The question is going to be, do we have enough resources to make that happen? Because you're using a lot of water, and we need more water for these extra apple farms. Seems okay though, we're getting apples up there. It's just going to be a question of whether we can get the wood out there to make this actually work. I don't see any wood coming out of here yet. Why don't I see wood coming out? There's trees there. You need wood there. So why is nobody... If we make a small warehouse there, and we change that small warehouse to want to store Is that going to bring wood out, or where's the wood going? Well, what's going over to the chairs, I guess? Why don't you go to the... Why don't you go here? Interesting. Why? So we've got so much... Oh, because it's not... It's logs. We need to... I see what we're doing here. We need the sawmill. We need the sawmill. Makes perfect sense. So if we go like... And if we take the road... Okay. Take the road from there to there. Not super efficient with the nodes on the roads, but that should be, so that's going to start moving the trees over to here to be processed. We've got the tools. We should be able to start making juice. So this is all going to start working its way back. Where we're going to start seeing the, yep, there we go. Now we're starting to see the juice kegs coming back out of the juice maker there. They should come out in a moment. A lot of stuff going in. So you should start coming over to the city, which should make people happy. Now we're up to 472, so population's moving along pretty well. How do we make a train? Place a train station to move a lot of resources in bulk between them, and train rails can tunnel through mountains. That sounds cool. So if we were to put, so if we put this here, so we need 2 stations. And so then how do we link the 2 stations with a train rail? So what's the, oh, I see. So you're clicking on the, okay. I see. So you don't pick the rail from over here. So let's just go and let's bulldoze this for a second because we need this to be, or at least give ourselves a little more room. So now if we do that, we should be able to come up here, go across. Now we've got, well, that's awesome. So we've got the rail. Now we need to connect these out. This is going to bring chaos, but we should be able to, 586, we should start to see stuff. So if we have, I'm actually curious, let's build a warehouse. Let's build a warehouse over here. And let's put tools in there. So I want to get the tools basically out of that area so they're not clumping up inside the factories. So we want to bring tools across to here. We want to bring apples across to here as well. Can we build another one of these for apples? Are we taking stuff across? See the train moving. Okay, what do we need to do here? And do we need to specify? Okay, so there we can specify, so we can specify tools. Well, that's interesting. Can I only have one thing that goes across? One resource? That feels like I can only have one resource on a train, one resource type on a train. That is a bit clunky if that's the case. How do we... So if we did another... Okay, so we could build another station. So if we rotate this, so it's like that. And we can do one over here like that. And we could then connect we could set the resource for this one to be apples. Oh, and then we need to connect this via road. Is that? Yeah, we need some quicker ways to get to and from these places then. Not super efficient, but theoretically, this should do what we want. We start to move, because then these should start to get their apples, which should make them happy, I hope. Oh, silly me, we didn't connect the road on this side. Let's make you go to there. So we got tools coming over, we've got apples coming over, so people should start to be fairly happy. What is this? Oh, meat smoker? A bakery? Interesting. Cow ranch. Wheat farm. So we can't build a wheat farm over here, but we could theoretically over here. Oh, you need the green. Yeah, we're really, I see what we're getting. This is going to be, space is going to become even more of a premium. I see where we're headed with this. I don't want the handbook, but what is my, so we want to complete the island population goal, reach 175 island village population, reach 4,000 islands population. We basically need more. So I think we can, oh yeah, we can upgrade the houses down here. I think there's things we can do to make the population go higher. We're probably going to want to build some more residence areas. So if we do this, let's upgrade. Yeah, so this is going to be green space and water are just in uber high demand, which is not horrible. But let's see. So if we built, so theoretically we could build one of these over here, and then we should be able to put houses around it. Three, 1, 2. And so then if we build a road around that, there. Now we're gonna have to get these kegs of juice over to this side, which is gonna be pesky. it should be doable. We should be able to connect there. So if we go up here and if we make a train station like that, and then like that, so we could theoretically go and connect those, and then we can bring 175 island village population. No, that's the it must be the other one there. Island village population and then the island. So the village population is this one down here, I assume. Yeah, that's what this is probably based off of. So we're doing good for that population with the tools and things they need. Big thing is going to be, can we get this connected in such a way now if we were to build a highway all the way down there, can we make that work nicely? So I think I think the only way to really get extra population at this point is if we can make that work. We need next, so you got the coal. Iron mine we can't do, okay, you can't get iron mines here. So we got water there. Really just need more. Yeah, okay, I know you want, they want food, so let's see what we can do here. They want bread. So if we were to get rid of that, and that, and that, if we were to build a road, let's see if we can make this more optimal. How much space do we need for the wheat field? It's not ideal, but I think it's about as good as we can do. If we were to then connect this with the road. Oh, yeah, okay, you're not going to like that, but let's go there. And then if we were to build in the restaurants, if we were to build a bakery, oh, we need, okay, now we're going to need coal coming back the other way. I see. The plot thickens. Build one there, we'll build one there. Then we need coal. There, so then if we take, this is going to be a dog's breakfast of roads every which way, but let's see. Can we, actually, can we not, let's not put that, I don't want to mess the traffic up over here. Can we make this more efficient by making it, so we make a train station? Let's flip that around. Actually, let's make the roads here more efficient. Let's get rid of that and that. Build the road up like that. So then, theoretically, we can rotate this. And then if we put one over here, then we should be able to connect that. Then we should be able to take this to there. And then we should be able to take this up to there. And we should be able to put in here the coal. Do these guys need water or something? Oh, they need apples. Of course they need apples. So we need the, actually, let's go like this. We can put apples in here. So we should be able to take apples from over here to get the coal and bring the coal back. Trains are cool, but this is definitely going to be tricky since it's the only way across. I mean, I guess it looks like you're going to get helicopters, which is cool, ports, which will give us a different way to move stuff. Just adds extra logistics. That's okay. We can make that work. How come it's not taking? Is it taking the? Oh yeah, okay. So the barrels are coming down. So we should, let's see. Let's put a row of warehouses here. And then let's put those, the juice. And then let's put apples in that one. And then let's put the tools in this one. So if we bring that down to there, and then we bring that down to there, then we can probably even bring that over to there. It's kind of cool that things will store for as they're needed in the stations, but I don't really want them to hang out there forever. Much nicer if they're stacked closer to where people are going to need them in the city. Are we making bread? Theoretically, we're making bread. Do I see bread coming out? And I see lots of stuff going in. Yeah, bread is coming out. Okay, so that's okay. So bread is coming out. So hard to move stuff back and forth across. Let's see. So if we rotate this around. Put one there, I'm going to put one there. So then theoretically we can connect those two together. Then theoretically we can put this onto there. So if we wanted to take bread over, and then if we wanted to connect the road here, go like that. So That should help us get bread across to the other side as well for these houses. Yeah, we got lots of stuff. Lots of stuff stacking up. What else do we need? Charcoal maker. What do we use charcoal for? Okay, so you can take the wood plus an apple and you can get 2 charcoal. That was cool. And this produces charcoal as well. That's interesting. So theoretically, I don't need to take the charcoal back across. I guess we could get more houses down here too by the looks of it. Four. Then theoretically, they have a long way to go for their bakery. Yeah, they have a long way to go for their bakery. Where should we put? We should try to get a bakery basically in over here for them. I don't know if that's going to work well, but let's see. Oh, no, it didn't work well because it's not connected, is it? No, okay, it's connected. It just doesn't look entirely like it. So then, yeah, it's just awkward to get wheat over to them then. Not the most efficient layout, but we're making it work. Yeah, I feel like we could probably be using our highways better. Our goal, we're trying to get to 1,000. See what happens if we put more houses up here. Our juice. Our juice makers cannot keep up either. So if we make juice down here. Let's try making juice down here and see if that helps at all. We do have access to wood down this way. I guess wood, but not the planks from the sawmill. I guess what we could do is we could build a sawmill over here. We don't have a ton of, I think we got enough trees going on. They are growing again. That is good. But yeah, definitely not getting enough resources to where they need to be fast enough. We can't upgrade the village. I mean, theoretically, we're not even like using this water up here. Theoretically, we could go and do something like this if we just did a level 1. Because these, we should have basically all the resources for these. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if we build the roads to connect all of that, oops, that's not what I wanted. I'll make extra roads over there. Let's go then and let's bulldoze that. Build the road. Let's go up this way first. Get everything connected. This has got a cap on how big it can ultimately get, but I feel like that's okay. It's still going to give us a big chunk of population, and it'll help with better utilizing some of these resources. Theoretically, they should want water, maybe? Don't you guys like water? You do, but you're not asking for it at the moment. Okay. That's the only other thing I could think. I guess we need the furniture as well to come over. It's annoying because I don't really have space to try to cram another railway station in. How? Maybe it's not going to matter. We're at 930 for our population. So what do we need to get to? So the first goal, so getting to 1,000 would give us would allow us to have 2 stars basically, 2 out of 3. I don't think we're going to be hitting 4,000 at the moment, the way things are going. Where could I fit? I guess these furniture ones are in an awkward spot. It would be better to have them elsewhere. So we got to 1,000. So we got new buildings. What do we get now? So if we go and we do escape, no, that wasn't the island population goal. Complete the island population goal. Interesting. So what have we got? What have we got now? We can do iron smelter, iron tool maker, leather maker. Oh, for the cows, okay, but we don't really have. Interesting. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna make this work? So let's see. I think the first thing I have to do, I have to move these. I have to move this furniture. I don't feel like the furniture is going to work there. I feel like, can we make this fit? I don't feel like I don't love the location or how that's fitting basically around that spot. If we just went, put those there, and if we get rid of these then we could have room for the train to bring the furniture to this side, I think. So it goes around the iron. That's probably a good thing. Oh, that's interesting. It's using the same track. So you can use the same chunk of track for multiple trains by the looks of it. So if this were to bring furniture over. I don't know, so that's a big change, but I feel like it should give us some more opportunity. Theoretically, we should be baking, but I don't feel like we are getting enough wheat. I think we need more wheat. How do we get more wheat? That spot probably would have helped us. These trees. A date farm. Interesting. Need more wheat. We're so starved for space at the moment. Yeah, I wish we could build more. Which way do we want to go for this? Up to 12.8. I mean, our population is soaring even without this. But I feel like we need to have, we should have optimized this middle area better. Interesting, interesting. So what if we take this, if we build a road over here, and then if we take the road from here up to there, and then if we build a water pump. Oh, that's interesting. It takes bread to get water or meat to get water. This is a seawater filter. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we'll experiment with that in a minute. But let's see. So I want wheat. I want wheat. So if we go there, so yeah, we're up to 1,500. That's good. Our population is soaring along. We're doing okay, but Still feel like we should be more optimal. That should theoretically give us a whole bunch more wheat. How does that change things? Does that give us some interesting opportunities with wheat? I feel like that should put a bunch more wheat into the system. Whether it gets us where, or advances our cause any, I don't know, but that should be a lot more. A lot more of that resource. Yeah, it's using water. So let's go into the water one. We know that we want more water. So what if we do this? Okay, so 1750 was the population. So so let's continue playing for the moment because I want to see if we can optimize this some more. So theoretically, we should be able to have a whole bunch more water coming out of here if we can get charcoal. That's a big if probably, but I don't want that. I want road because I want to go from here to here up to there. So theoretically, we should be able to see, maybe this should give us a significant bump in our water, which might help us out. We are a little starved for transportation on that road. Can we do a highway like that? And then can we connect into there and then into there? See if that makes that. I mean, it's going to make that little node where the bakery is all the more crazy, but I think that helped a bit. I think that was more efficient. What do these want now? What is that? Is that something with iron? Yeah, interesting. The desert house. Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. What do we need? Is it iron smelter? Is it the leather they need then? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Can I get a cow ranch? Can we put this anywhere? Or is this also I need the grass. It's not super optimal, but I think that's probably about as good as it's going to get at the moment with what we've got. What we've got going on. water and wheat, and then you get cattle out of that, or cows out of that. So that means that we then need to make a leather maker. I don't know that we're going to actually get any quantity of stuff there. This has gone crazy really quick. We're up to 2,238. Yeah, I feel like we just need to get super optimal. We're just not being optimal enough with our layout of buildings. And we need to make more use of some of these transit options to avoid a backlog on some of the roads, which is cool though. There's a lot of different intricacies to think through. Furniture is not really in that high a demand. What if we go and build we do that, then we put what if we build the road? Theoretically, that should unlock some more population for us. If we go and rotate this around, we can probably theoretically get a couple more in there. I think they want leather furniture now. Is that what that is? Leather furniture maker. Oh boy. Oh boy. What do we need in tools? We need iron tools. So I guess theoretically I could, I'm using those tools. But theoretically we could get iron. Trains are too close. Yeah, this is not ideal. Not ideal. So we're going to cap out pretty soon, I think. 2,600. That's not bad. We've done, like, I mean, overall, 2 stars. I think we're going to leave it there because now I've learned some new things with basically how I need to lay things out for the city. So I think we'll leave it at that, and then we'll work our way back in through this, see if we can get to 3 stars later. Sure, you can auto-save the progress. So if we look at the campaign again, so we got the 2 stars on the Iron Track. So next up, we're splitting. So we've got Snowdrift Island, Art of Ports, to connect distant shores and venture into the snowy frontier. And then Coral Haven. Explore the desert biome where vast sands offer new challenges. Very cool. So a couple interesting different directions that we're going to be heading. We've got lots and lots of stuff ahead. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Hope you guys are too. I am interested to see how the game continues to unfold. Look for some ways that we can optimize the layout of our buildings to, cram more stuff in. But a really cool resource management game with a city management on top of it. Really cool. Now, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.